Hey, Kansas City investors, Joe Stevenson here, and you're listening to the Kansas City Real Estate Podcast. Today, we're unpacking kitchen renovations, the single upgrade that can skyrocket your rental comp or flip value, but just as easily torch your returns if you lose control of scope, budget, or timeline. Let's make sure that never happens to you. First things first, every profitable renovation starts with a hard cap on two things, dollars and days. My ceiling for this model kitchen is 30 grand and exactly the schedule we agreed on. Nothing more, nothing less. Why set the cap so firmly? Because the numbers behind your return don't care about your good intentions. Holding costs snowball. Every extra day on the calendar is another day of interest, taxes, insurance, and lost rent eating into your cash on cash. You'll find that financing partners watch the clock. If you blow your budget or your timeline and you open yourself up to private lenders bumping the rate or pull out next time, appraisers notice overruns. If the project feels chaotic or half finished, comps come in low and you refinance on weaker terms. Here is a best practice I like to follow. Build a 10% contingency inside the 30,000. Treat it like a pressure valve, not a piggy bank. Anything left over at the end goes straight to your pocket or to a next deal fund. Tie your GC's final draw or even a small bonus to meeting both the budget and the completion date. Incentives focus attention better than threats. Now lock the scope before a single hammer swings, because once demo starts, emotion takes the wheel and shiny upgrades tempt the wallet. My non-negotiables on this kitchen are natural oak, raised panel cabinets all the way to the ceiling, granite countertops, a center island with seating for three, gas line upgrade and industrial grade stainless appliances, a contrasting black tile backsplash. That's it. Why so specific? The answer is lead time discipline. If you pick finishes on day one, you can order materials early and avoid 2-week waits that stall trades. No room for, while we're at it, a well-posted spec list lets you say, love the idea. Let's price it on the next project. I also like having the cost transparency completely open. Subs price against a fixed list. You compare bids, apples to apples, and spot padding instantly. I like to kick off Scope Summit. Sit down with every trade, designer, and your GC on day one, walk through the deliverables line by line, and answer every what about right there. A visual scope board, post-printed renderings, or even a Pinterest mood board next to the permit set. A picture ends more arguments than a contract clause. Enforce change orders in writing. Any deviation must include a cost delta and a schedule delta, both signed by you. Most little tweaks vanish once their true price tag is on paper. Clamp down those two levers, budget and scope, and you've already neutralized the biggest threats to your kitchen rehab ROI. All right, let us crack open the budget and see where the money actually lives. I split our $30,000 cap into 6 bite-sized buckets so nothing hides in the shadows. Bucket 1, planning and design, $2,450. Bucket 2, demolition, $1,000. Bucket 3, construction, $24,200. Bucket 4, testing and commissioning, $850. Bucket 5, cleanup, $1,000. And bucket 6, turnover, $500. Notice anything? Construction alone devours about 80% of the pie. That is where the real leverage sits. If you need to value engineer, start by revisiting cabinet specs or appliance packages, not by shaving pennies off professional design or skipping the final deep clean. Why carve it up this way? First things first, clarity beats surprises. When every dollar has a bucket, you catch overruns early. Second, it forces apples to apples bids, subs, quote, against the exact same framework, so padding jumps off the page. Third, it pinpoints exactly where to pull a lever when a quote comes in hot. A couple best practices here. Hold a weekly cost to complete huddle, 10 minutes every Friday, comparing actuals to budget line by line. If construction is burning faster than schedule, you catch it in week 2, not week 8, and use a progress draw checklist. Tie each payment to the percentage complete inside its bucket. No cabinetry draw. That keeps cash and craftsmanship marching in step. Now over to the calendar, the silent return killer. These 6 milestones are the heartbeat of your renovation. Here is an example of dates and timelines to give you an idea. Design approved on August 7th, 2020. Demolition complete by August 16th. All installs finished by September 26th. Site cleaned by September 29th. Systems tested on October 4th. Client handover on October 5th. Why am I being so specific? Because holding costs never sleep. Taxes, insurance, and interest add up daily. Slip a week, and you are paying for a project that is not yet earning. If you miss one date and the trade stack collapses, now you'll find out how the electrician waits on drywall, and the painter waits on the electrician, and the holding clock just keeps ticking. You'll see how lenders notice too. Hit your dates and private money lines up for the next deal, miss them, and calls stop coming back. Here are 3 timeline best practices I like to use. 1, tie progress draws and even small bonuses to hitting or beating each milestone. And 2, run a 3-day look ahead every Monday. Each trade sends what they will finish in the next 3 business days and what they need from others. No more, I thought the plumber was coming. 3, build a float day bank of 3 to 5 contingency days right in the middle of the schedule. Burn them early, and the pressure stays on to finish by the 5th of October. Master those 6 money buckets and those 6 dates, and your budget and your calendar stay on a tight leash, exactly where they belong. Every day past October 5th is another day of holding costs, siphoning profit. So, tie contractor payments to those dates. Let's talk risks and how to kill them before they kill your deal. Number 1, poor design choices that blow the aesthetic or the layout. Mitigate with phased reviews and sign-offs at each stage. Number 2, budget creep. Track every SKU and labor ticket against market pricing weekly. No black box allowances. Number 3, hidden electrical or plumbing surprises. Bring licensed trades onto site before demo wraps to verify locations and shutoffs. Communication and quality control are your insurance policy. Daily status emails to sponsors and the project team keep everyone aligned, and regular audits, both planned and surprise, ensure workmanship meets code and client standards. I like to add a shared photo log. So each trade uploads end of day progress pics. Transparency today prevents change orders tomorrow. Quick recap. Here's your takeaway checklist. Our printed scope and deliverables posted on site, 6-bucket budget tracked weekly, milestone dates in your calendar with alerts, active risk log with clear owners, daily status touch points, and a photo log. Follow that blueprint and you'll rehab smarter, faster, and far more profitably than the competition. That's a wrap for this episode of the Kansas City Real Estate Podcast. If you found value, share the show and drop a review. Got a renovation question? DM me and we'll tackle it in a future episode. Until next time, buy smart, rehab smarter, and keep that cash flow cooking.